sometimes I feel really bad for the Buffalo Bills and their fans. I mean, this is an organization in the early part of the 90s that lost 4 straight Super Bowls. Not good. And then you get to the 99 season, and that was at a time, if you remember, I know I do, all the BS and the quarterback controversy between Rob Johnson and Doug Flutie. Oh, God, can you imagine that was even a quarterback controversy? Holy hell. But then you get the Bills in the playoffs, and it looks like they're going to beat the Tennessee Titans, and all of a sudden, you get the Music City Miracle. And the Buffalo Bills haven't been to the playoffs since. I believe it's the longest drought in the NFL. Since the 99 season. That's 14 years now. So it should quickly be changed from the Music City Miracle to, from a Buffalo Bills fan's perspective, the Nashville Nightmare. That's really what it was. It's the Nashville Nightmare. I mean, it's like a curse now. This organization just consistently seems to keep spinning their wheels and seems to just toil in mediocrity. And, after a couple of years of Chan Gailey, that's exactly what they did again. So they got rid of him, and they brought in a new head coach in Doug Marrone. They stayed in the state of New York. They brought in Syracuse's head man. Now, that was leading to a lot of speculation in the offseason that he was going to draft his quarterback from Syracuse, Nassib, in the first or second round, and the team was going to be built around him. But the Bills threw us a bit of a curveball in the first round of the draft, didn't they? Where they took E.J. Manuel with the 16th overall pick. In fact, traded down for him, to get him at 16. That created a lot of surprise, a lot of shock. But I'm a very big E.J. Manuel fan. And I think personally that he's the right man for the job at this present time in Buffalo. He's a big quarterback. I think he's a smart quarterback. He's got a strong arm. He's a really good athlete. He brings a lot potentially to the table. Something different that the Bills haven't had as the cornerstone of their offense since the Jim Kelly days. Talent. No, I'm kidding. Fitzpatrick was the type of guy. He was okay as a quarterback. He could win you some games, but he couldn't get you over the hump to that next level. He was that guy that was just going to help you toil in mediocrity. E.J. Manuel could end up being a complete bust. I'll give you that. But he also has that big upside where he could be the guy that turns around and leads the Bills to the playoffs in the 2014 or 2015 season. Offensively, there are some nice pieces to work with here. You've got C.J. Spiller in the backfield. And he finally broke out in the 2012 season, showed the type of all-around, all-purpose running back and special weapon that he could really be. And you see that reflected in his position that he's being taken in most fantasy football drafts. You look at this offense on the outside. You've got wide receivers like Stevie Johnson. And you've got Robert Woods in the slot. You've got weapons out there, not the best weapons in the entire world, but you do have some pieces for a young quarterback like E.J. Manuel to work with. Their offensive line is okay, not spectacular, but okay. This is a unit that last year at times, just like the year before, was able to score some points against some people and win some games. And I would expect more of the same out of this Bills offensive unit in 2013. Some games they might be able to put up a decent number of points. Other games, they might struggle a little bit against really good defenses. Now, on the defensive side of the football, the best way I could sum up this team is even though Doug Marrone is an offensive head coach, an offensive-minded coach, they need more out of their defense. They just need more. The key word for this Buffalo Bills defense for the 2013 season is more. They need more out of big free agent signing Mario Williams. They need more out of Marcel Darius, former first-round pick. They took him 3rd overall. Stephen Gilmore, 10th overall pick. They need more out of him. They need 2nd-round pick Kiko Alonso to bring more to the table in the middle of that defense than what they've gotten in recent years. The bottom line is, when you look at this Bills defense, this unit as a whole just needs to bring more to the table. They need to play better. They need to play with more passion. They need to bring more effort, force more turnovers, make more big stops, play more to their potential as individuals, as a unit. Mario Williams needs to play like a big-time $100 million free agent signing, which he did not last year. Darius needs to bring more, like I said, and Stephen Gilmore needs to bring more. The bottom line for this Buffalo Bills defense, if they are going to improve and they are going to get to the point where they can actually be a playoff team, this defense is going to have to provide more. I don't know how much more they're going to provide in 2013. I am curious to watch the Bills because to me, this 2013 season ultimately is all about E.J. Manuel and his progression and development as an NFL starting quarterback. It's a good thing that he's really being given the reins and the helm from day one, so that way he has the chance to sink or swim. And in this situation, it's the best thing for him. I truly believe that. I think the Bills will win 7, maybe 8 games, which you might look at and say, yeah, that's another year where they don't make the playoffs, and that's true. That's another year of mediocrity, which in theory that's true. But if you could win 7 or 8 games behind a rookie starting quarterback, boy, that really bodes well for 2014 and 2015. So it would be mediocrity with the hope of something much more, which I know Buffalo Bills fans are really hoping for. 4 Super Bowl losses in the early 90s. The Nashville Nightmare. Buffalo Bill fans, I'm sure, want to get to that point where they can start thinking about their team as a big-time title contender once again.